better.
The wind rises. Quit following me. Behold!
You are not welcome.
Be amazed!
The wind rises. Upon the gale.
How regret.
Behold!
Stay calm.
Precision strike! Wretched vermin! The wind rises.
I await your instruction. Embrace the ice! My apologies! Yeah!
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. A fine opportunity. Guess I should take you more seriously.
You had your...
No use hiding back there.
Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Whirling snow! Take flight!
Neutralizing!
Unthinkable! Whirling snow!
You're cut above.
This realm... If you ever...
Behold!
Ad Astra... Thank you for Ad Astra...
What is the situation?
Kamisato Ayaka, present.
Shine down!
Embrace the ice! My apologies!
Whoa! The floor is going up! Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place. Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up. The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top. But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Get him! Hey! Go, go, bear!
There is no escape!
Go!
Whirling snow! Take flight!
clear! Let's go!
Shine down!
Wipe out!
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Get him! Let it rain! Whirling snow!
Take flight!
After all that, we finally made it to the innermost sanctum. Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here. That's right. What's all this? It's a bunch of really cute things. Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box. Oh, Paimon sees it too, but why are... Huh? You mean the girls from... And then they were... And all the boxes of things. These names... Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the Mixing in progress. Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep, it's... What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusion. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just... How can someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone? You read the rest. So that's why he did. Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... experiments? So that's it! Vache was no victim. But no, that's not it either! If that's the case, why would he want people to... In any case... Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water! That means this is where they make all the synth! And that special water is the main ingredient! If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth, but the pure stuff can dissolve a human! Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence. Let's see what's written here. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation. Yep. This should prove the existence of the third person, right? We still have not determined the exact... The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he can act whenever he wants to make our lives... I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups. They're all... We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theory... Yeah, we haven't found anything that... No wonder even Nervalette wasn't able to find anything. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the... Sure thing. You take that side and Paimon... Nothing at all! And Paimon can't even find snacks either! Whoa, really? Let Paimon see! Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lovers? Then... you've... Aww. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. So many! A whole page of the final name she just... Marcel! Wait, but... Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that... Hey!
And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher?
Huh.
Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vacher.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything! After your lover, Venier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you! You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vacher!
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself.
Do you really think I wanted to do it? Pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of you? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, they said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, you only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of Venier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, but I'm not from this blasted place. So I can't be dissolved.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Do you all see? I can't go! I can't follow! I did all of that. And in the end, that accursed callus, I spent my entire life living on pins and needles!
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guard!
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! Venier! Please, Venier! Don't...
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the...
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after...
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Venier. During an underwater expedition, Venier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result. Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Venier back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vache discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rasula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rasula for many years, Vache decided to assassinate their president, Callus, at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vache expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vache attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial... The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vache. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vache is guilty.
Guards! Take Vache away.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
Yippee! We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice! He's hurt so many innocent people, and now he's finally getting what he deserves! Huh? Are you okay?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now.
Yeah. It's finally over. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse me...
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for...
Please respect the laws of Fontaine.
All right, but this sure is a lot of
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, the guilty party has been identified, and thus it is... We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse. According to the judgment of the Oratrice... Guilty.
What?
Hey! That's not funny! What's with this verdict?
Huh? This has never happened before.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might—
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal is... Guards, please take the suspect into custody.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
He's activating his spell legacy!
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Hey, Monsieur Novelette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established all I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it! I don't know what happened there.
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can result...
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Don't tell me. You thought even I had been
But the way she looked just now...
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. And, of course, for every performance, there is a script. If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial everything he's done, not to mention that all shall be revealed in time. Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging...
So she chose to make her escape.
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock...
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, however, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity.
All right. Even though we feel pretty... After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff. So he should have...
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him! Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Marcel! What are you doing over here?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list!
No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vacher? I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that be? How did you manage to do it? The Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get...
Paimon agrees.
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual needs? Very well. I will grant your request.
Your Honor, I fear that...
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief Justice.
Thank you, Your Honor. Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing.
Vache!
Ah!
Yes, that's it! So...
Vignier, it's me!
Vache?
I'm here! Where are you, Vignier? I'm coming for you.
Hey, wait!
Vignier, is that you? It's me, Vache! Vignier!
Vache? Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember.
It's been more than 20 years. All this time. Only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. I must be dreaming. Oh, Vignier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
What are you...
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably... If not for you, I would have continued to pursue... If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not... It's all because of your selfishness.
You... Wait, you are not Vignier. Who are you?
You're right. I am not Vignier. I am the sacrifices. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed, our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vignier.
Why? But then, where is Vignier?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things? You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vignier's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vignier's,
No! Vignier! She can't...
You still don't understand. When I said don't... But on top of that, she said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Vache.
Vache? Vache. 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 Drown.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure having a partner like me?
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days, Navia. What if...
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the courts in Sen. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died. This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even men...
So his name's definitely been cleared now.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
That blasted stubborn fool. Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left them. Well, maybe it'd be more...
Huh? So you know Charlotte too? The Charlotte? Journalist?
Yeah. Way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all... I believe the story was called The True Heart. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering... She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on this...
Oh, yeah. She told us about that.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys...
Now that's...
Oh, and in other news, I also...
Oh, are you two on better terms?
While you were investigating Vache's headquarters, Clorand gave testimony. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean...
Oh, that's great.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade. Oh, actually, there's still one...
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth. And on top of that, just how much...
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
We want to go too. We all...
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me.
And in that case, everyone, let's be off.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. This is where my father's grave...
Huh? Isn't that Nervalette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respect.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I wanted to show my father how much I've grown. But still, I doubt I've grown to the point that he...
In that case, I will...
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions. In any case, why did you...
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and... There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing. But Mr. Callis proved me, if not for his sacrifice. Mr. Callis made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associate, and in the end, from a certain perspective, a justice that's higher than life. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callis in person. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for that high and mighty chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds...
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my...
Didn't I just say...
So Navia and Nerva... Let's not disturb them for now. Paimon's never paid respects at someone's grave before. Huh? Oh no. Paimon hopes Miss... Anyway, Nervalette is still standing around there. It's not often that we can catch him alone like this, so...
In the name of the princess...
Oh, it's you two. Did Miss Na...
We ran into Navia on the streets today.
I see.
busy, so we figured we could try to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor. Your sibling, another blonde-haired traveler. I'm sorry, but I've never seen anyone who matches that description. If she ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure she followed our laws to the letter and had no reason to appear on the... Is there anything else? My apologies. However, I still believe that...
But you...
For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not as a divinely created mechanism. The people not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also... Which is all to say, I've...
So when Lenny told us that he heard a...
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove... In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology based on Farina's reaction. I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that if we did incorrectly convict him of crimes he did not commit, we...
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is an...
Is there anything... That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the... Does that appropriately summarize...
That's right! It was Lenny that
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words, the former.
A prophecy? Of the former?
2 parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine. Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously. If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the
But with Farina being the way she...
Is there anything else?
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special water...
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vache... There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. That most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea.
Huh. So it really was where...
But today, the primordial sea no longer... What Vache discovered must have been some kind of special case.
Huh. So that's how it is.
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known... To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. Is there anything else? Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what... It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette. Paimon thought you only...
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so just...
All right. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped. You know, we've been walking around for a while now. Why don't we go back to the Spina di Rosula base in the court of Fontaine and have a rest? Navia said something about having a place ready for us there, didn't she? Come on, let's go! as promised. Navia is such a good person. Now that the serial disappearances case has been solved, no one's going to come after us for anything. Even with— Why don't we stay and rest up here for a while? Even Machines of Fontaine— Oh, come on! This place isn't that bad. Besides, how often— Oh, remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release a new book, so Paimon wanted to buy it as— Yippee! Then it's agreed. Come on, let's get some— Paimon didn't expect that style at all. Even though it's a detective novel, it's also like a social documentary. No? Paimon—
Excuse me, but do you know if the Traveler and Paimon are lodging here?
Huh? Who are you? Paimon doesn't recall seeing you before. Wait.
A blonde traveler and a chatty little fairy. Phew, looks like I found the place.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty? Paimon's always careful not to talk—
It's an honor to meet you both. I was sent from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur Neuvillette wishes to see you. It seems he—
Neuvillette? He wants to see us again already? Huh.
I am not privy to the details. It would be best if you came to the Palais Mermonia and asked—
If you said—
Now that I've delivered—
Thanks! We haven't left the room for a few days, so we'll head up—
I see. So you believe that—
Absolutely. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Phantom Weasel never acts as you expect. He must have faked his own death 10 years ago using a body double. Now that he's back, I'm sure the guards who worked on his case back in the day are in for a headache, but however this turns out in the end, the one thing it won't be is boring.
Couldn't agree more. As a journalist, I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one. Thank you, sir, for your time. Now, whom should I interview next? Huh? Hey! What a coincidence! Fancy meeting you here. Perfect timing. So, the Phantom Weasel's latest warning letter. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, this is the first time we're hearing of this one. Could you call us—
Huh? Oh, well, not to worry. You're in good hit. 10 or so years ago, a phantom thief became active in the court of Fontaine. Known only as the Weasel, nobody knew his true identity, and the authorities never managed to catch him.
Wow, cool! He sounds like one of those mysterious night burglars that you read about in novels.
Precisely. Well, except the part where they actually have a good reputation. Our Weasel targeted whatever people held dear, and no one was safe from his predations. He would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday. I know. The phantom thieves you read about in novels rob the rich to pay the poor, but this guy did not discriminate. Unsurprisingly, this didn't work wonders for his public reputation. Every man and his dog wanted to see him behind bars.
Yeesh. So, did they catch him?
Not exactly. There's a good chance that the Weasel would still be at large to this day if it hadn't been for an accident 10 years ago. A magician named Caesar fell to his death in a botched high-altitude escape performance. When the police went through his personal effects, they found a hoard of stolen loot and gadgets used for criminal activities. And that was how the Phantom Weasel's identity was revealed to all. Sure enough, thefts in Fontaine went down after Caesar's death. But today, 10 years on, the notorious thief has once again issued one of his warning letters and pasted it on the gate of the Opera Epiclese for all to see. I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here, it's this one.
is the warning letter, huh? Let's see what he wrote. 3 days from now, when evening falls, I shall take from you that which you hold most dear at the Opera House, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
This is, without a doubt, a clear declaration of criminal intent. After years of laying low, the Phantom Weasel is back with a vengeance. What once seemed like an open and shut case has been blown wide open again. But why has he reemerged now, and what does he want? I sense an epic scoop, and I'm going for it!
Uh-oh. If this thief will steal anything that other people value, does that mean even we might be targeted? Really? Oh, let him try! In fact, Hyman's gonna eat all our snacks right now! Let's see what he can do about that!
Okay, the people have spoken. It's clear that the public are very concerned about the Phantom Weasel's reappearance. Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be enough to form the skeleton of my article. It does feel like something is missing, though. Something exclusive. Who should I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the weasel. Is that who I think it is?
Linny!
Magic, magician, Caesar! The Phantom Weasel! That's it! Let's go interview Linny! You see, the original Phantom Thief Caesar was a magician too! And what do Phantom Thieves and magicians have in common? They both—
Are you serious? What sort of a deduction is that?
Oh, relax! My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is beckoning.
Wow, Mr. Magician! How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer, and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy.
Really? Then, what am I—
Well, first you need to relax, because I can see that—
Aww.
And now you're getting a little flustered. You're trying to find a way to empty your mind. You snuck out from home today, didn't you? You told—
You can tell—
Of course. Oh, and that's the end of my performance.
All right.
Why, hello,
Well, why don't you guess, Miss—
Oh, please. You didn't believe that spiel.
I'm sure that child would beg to differ. Seemed like—
That was nothing more than a little— That, plus the fact that he was the only kid here without his parents. You guys, on the other—
Wow.
Wait, really? His warning letter's been the talk—
Bingo! I plan on— So, Linny, what are your thoughts on this infamous thief's reappearance?
To be
Angry? What?
You read his letter, right? The Phantom Weasel claims he's planning something in 3 nights' time.
Wait a minute, you—
Well, if he is, then his warning— And if he's not, then the mere mention of the Weasel's name is enough, but I've been prepared—
Really?
To be honest,
You're being far too modest, Linny.
Thanks for the compliment. A lot of people liken me. Allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower. Just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now. 3, 2, 1.
It's good.
That's the question. Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to check your clothes...
A surprise? Let me see! It's right there! But how—
What an outstanding trick! Sorry, Linny, it seems that my
Don't worry, I didn't take offense. I just wanted, since Caesar's death...
I can imagine. Coming back to your trick, for example, magicians often use rain, but you used a...
Impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist. It sounds like something I should look...
Well noted. Please feel free to get in. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You've given...
So, Lenny... Aww. You feel it too, right? So itchy!
Not so itchy then, huh? Well, since you're...
Magician's assistants? Oh, that sounds fun! Assistants are technically magicians too! Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done! Shall we go for it?
Excellent. Thank you for putting... The first thing we need to look into is who Caesar really was. But if he... And if we're investigating Caesar, we should make a move.
Did you want to see us about something? Huh? Why were you just standing there? You daydreaming or thinking something over?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss next... well, I still have some reservations.
Given that we've already made the trip here, you should just tell us. Bet you need us to help you with something, right?
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you to do. However, you should wait until the situation... It has come to my attention that the Snezhnayan Harbinger known as the Knave wants a diplomatic meeting with you, correct? I heard that she was originally from Fontaine, but for her to suddenly arrive here and abruptly request such a meeting like this, I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright. I'm sure you're aware that her purpose is most likely related to Child's recent predicament. We convicted one of the Snezhnayan harbingers in a court of law, but we have yet to provide any form of detailed report. I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation and have a preliminary plan on how to deal with the matter.
No, we shouldn't. I think we should agree.
Oh?
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep... It's like a fight between two friends.
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly, it is only superficially so.
It was just an analogy. An analogy, okay?
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet. Even if the logic of the divine is not immediately apparent, its wisdom will only be revealed. Besides, you'll be at the meeting. If any problems do pop up, you'll have no problem navigating them.
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of... But more importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting?
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you with...
Lady Farina, could there be...
No, not at all. Look, I am the Hydro Archon of Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many. So I only hope that justice will be served in this matter.
Though it could officially be considered a diplomatic conference, I prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary tea party. I assume you see it the same way, Miss Farina? Lady Farina?
Yes, that's right. Just like you said, a tea party. To make this tea party even more lively, I've invited someone else to join us today.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally, there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Eudex to me.
Hello. The pleasure is also mine.
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Hearth have been well taken care of by you. Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were falsely accused by you. Please don't misunderstand. The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood. Perhaps all I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off, and that is something truly worth cherishing, and no one.
Now then, you have come regarding the matter.
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Eudex Neuvillette doesn't wish to waste time with... Yes, as you surmised, understanding Child's situation is indeed one of the goals of... As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya, as well as Fatui Harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue. So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that Child be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to...
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
An outright refusal. Very well. I respect all the rules of Fontaine's courts, just as I... Okay, why don't we back up a step? You don't need to transfer Child to us. I only request to enter the fortress of Meripede to see Child and confirm his condition. It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that. Right, Miss Farina?
About that.
The fortress of Meropide has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere there, and diplomatic issues do not suffice as an excuse. However, if you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal.
The knave showed up already? Well, Lenny did say that Father will be returning soon. We didn't even know that Lenny was from the House of the Hearth at the time, so we kinda overlooked that
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I also noticed that Lady Farina acts a little odd and unnatural.
Could the knave be threatened?
If that were the case, then why wouldn't Lady Farina inform me?
So maybe that's not very likely.
In reality, this problem is even more thorny than it appears. According to reports from the Fortress of Meropide, the details are still unclear. We cannot rule out an escape, but there have also been no special guards oversee the fortress, and its internal systems are extensive. Combined with the special characteristics of the surrounding terrain, I was only willing to share this information with you because you are friends of Child.
So this is what you wanted to...
Yes. I would like you to go. This was my proposal during our meeting with the knave. Rather than allowing her to... The knave did not seem satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being. Her words were, "We will talk more once we have that report."
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
Firstly, you're already acquainted with Child. Your eyes may discern relevant details there that others would miss. And secondly, is the consideration of the unique nature of...
Isn't it just Fontaine's prison?
I would not define it so crudely. The Fortress of Meropide is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine on paper. It has always existed as an autonomous entity. Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today, sentences against convicted criminals still include exile, just as before. The Fortress of Meropide may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place for exiles. All we do is dispatch guards to keep watch and help maintain security, but we have no right to get involved with any other matters. Although I do have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right to be directly involved with the investigation, no matter how serious the grounds.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That's why you need us to conduct our own investigation as a third party, right?
Correct. I will arrange false charges against you so that you may secretly investigate inside the fortress during your detention. This will save us a lot of unnecessary trouble. So, are you two willing to accept my proposal?
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, it seems we're the best choice. Alright, we hereby accept this difficult task. Reluctantly.
You two have my sincere thanks. This matter is of critical importance to Fontaine's current situation. Also, I hope that both of you can keep this operation a secret. We will rendezvous at the Fortress of Meropide's entrance on Erinius once you've prepared yourselves. I will arrange for someone to take you inside.
Prepared ourselves? Is there something we need to prepare?
Perhaps you could enjoy a good meal and have a nice bath. I'm afraid that living conditions inside the fortress are nothing like those on the outside world.
Oh, right! Even though we'll be there on trumped-up charges, we'll be in prison for real. On second thought, is it too late to back out?
Please do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and quality of life for the sake of delivering this report, you will be compensated according to the highest standards permitted to legal staff, regardless of the outcome.
Now that's more like it! Come on, Traveler, let's go eat the best meal we can find! We'll eat so much that we won't need to eat another meal for a whole month! Your treat!
Are you leaving now? In that case, please take this cake as a token of my personal gratitude.
I'll have that, and that! Oh, and one of those two! Ooh, and no Fanta, thank you! That cake was pretty good. But as soon as Paimon remembered that we're about to go to prison, Paimon's stomach suddenly became completely empty! Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've always been super careful ever since we arrived in Fontaine. Just to avoid breaking any strange laws here. But here we are, about to willingly send ourselves off to the Fortress of Meropide. Maybe this is what they call fate. Let's just try our best to investigate everything quickly once we get there. Paimon doesn't want to stay in prison too long.
Oh, what is that I hear? Is it the taste of a breaking story?
Hey! You can't hear a taste! And what are you doing here, Charlotte?
Oh, don't remind me. I invited an eyewitness to a case to eat here, and I was planning to get some great material out of him. But he didn't even show up! Calm down, calm down. This is nothing new. As a journalist, you should be used to this by now. And as long as you can score some juicy tidbits from the Traveler, you might still be able to recover the cost of the meal.
You know we can still hear you, Charlotte.
Never mind. It's nothing. I just heard you mention the Fortress of Meropide. You didn't commit a crime, did you? Please tell me all about it.
No way! We would never! We're just going there to... Oh no, Paimon almost forgot that Neuvillette told us to keep it a secret!
Huh? You're being a... Oh. But now that I think about it, I suppose that's not completely unreasonable. That's pretty despicable. Almost as offensive as committing theft.
You mean Paimon really did something that serious? Sorry, Paimon really messed up.
Well, in that case, it's nothing particularly newsworthy after all. Oh, how disappointing. Oh, right. There's still a chance. Since you're going to be at the Fortress of Meropide, would you be willing to help me gather some material for a story?
About that, Paimon doesn't think we'll have any time.
Oh, it's nothing difficult. All you have to do is think of a way to get some time face-to-face with the Warden of the Fortress. He was awarded the honorary title of Duke in Fontaine. Sounds really cool, huh? Only those who have made significant contributions to the nation have been conferred this title. It's incredibly rare. On top of that, the Fortress of Meropide has never been under the jurisdiction of the courts. Practically nobody, including journalists like me, knows anything about the person in charge there. Oh, if I could write an exclusive article about him, I bet it would sell a boatload of papers.
You make it sound easy, but it really depends.
Of course, I wouldn't ask you to do it for free, so this meal is on me.
All right, you gotta deal. We'll do anything you want.
Then it's settled. The food should be here any second, right? Huh? Wait, just how much did you order?
Well, guess we have nothing to regret now, so let's get going! Wait. Paimon just said something really ominous, didn't she?